Good morning, Chamber members. Happy Labor Day. It is Monday, September 7th. We are excited to celebrate yet another Member of the Week. We have such a great opportunity to do this via Zoom and digital interviews, because now we get to actually put a face with the name. We get to meet the business owner and we get to learn about their business and everything that they've got going on. So we're excited to celebrate FASTSIGNS, who is one of our newer members in the business community, not that new anymore, but still pretty new. And we've got Rob Zalewski, who is the franchise owner and operator here. But before we do that, just a quick recognition of our sponsors. As always, thank you to MMA Insurance and Siebert & Reynolds CPAs for sponsoring the Member of the Week program and for their continued support of the Chamber. So we're going to jump right into today's interview. We know it's Labor Day and everybody's probably, hopefully, enjoying some outdoor time and maybe a little bit of family time, socially distanced. But we are excited to have Rob and FASTSIGNS on with us. So we'll jump right into the questions. And so tell us, Rob, how long have you been in business and what services do you guys provide?
Well, we opened our doors. First day was November 7th of last year. After 30 plus years of being in the advertising and marketing industry, that's what brought me to purchase and own my own FASTSIGNS franchise, and really happy to be in Pickerington, to be quite honest with you. What we offer is a full range of signage, primarily for commercial customers, but we also do quite a bit for residential customers as well. So things ranging from outdoor signage that's lit to banners for graduation days, which you know very well about, Teresa, with graduating kids of your own. And everything in between. That's we even do digital, so video monitors for restaurants and entertainment venues, and vinyls on your windows. And I could probably be here for the next 10 minutes trying to remember everything, but I think you get the idea.
Well, and you got a little taste of the senior banner experience in Pickerington this year. So I'm sure that was a little overwhelming. I know when I had you do the sign for my son, you mentioned that was keeping you pretty darn busy at that time of year.
Yeah, it was. And right at the same time, the COVID relief checks were coming out as well. And I think that had a lot to do with it. So lots of families had a few extra dollars to spend. And, you know, with the kids not being able to graduate, just like your son, and going through that whole experience, yeah, there were a lot of banners to be made.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, and I'll also give you a little plug for the sign over the Humble Crate, one of the new businesses in downtown Pickerington. I know you guys did that sign for Janice as well, which looks fabulous, by the way.
Yes, yes.
So I know she was super excited about the how it came out and just the overall look of it. So,
that really nice.
What challenges have you seen or changes to your business have you seen since the beginning of the pandemic? How has it really impacted you overall from a business standpoint?
Well, I'm a little unsure of that, seeing as I've got a very short history, so I have nothing to compare it to from last year. But I think there's just a lot of hesitancy when it comes to spending money. And there's, you know, signage is one of those things that we can probably hold off for another 6 months. So we'll wait until we know for sure what's going on with all of this. But there are also some ways that the pandemic caused more signage to be done as well. People were changing operating hours and operations in particular. Specifically restaurants and retail. So when it came to doing things like, you know, we've got different hours and we offer curbside service. that involved quite a few things when it comes to notifying your customer how you're doing things differently. We just did a project last week as well, and that was sort of funny, but I think a lot of people are seeing that the COVID caused changes in how you were going to do business, but a lot of business owners have discovered, this is not such a bad way to go. So we did something for the Diley Animal Hospital, and that's exactly what happened. They discovered that how they made changes during the pandemic actually benefited them, and it's going to be a longer term deal than they originally anticipated.
Absolutely. And we're seeing that all over the place. I mean, I think, as some businesses have had to shift to that curbside pickup, and not just restaurants. I mean, other businesses have shifted to that model of
Right.
being able to pull up, call the local library, curbside pickup for your books and movies and things like that. So there's definitely been a major shift in our world, and it'll be interesting to see how many people go back to the way that it once was, once we're able to do a little bit more of that. So it'll be interesting to see, but I'm excited that you're seeing that as well. And in some cases, it's a positive for those businesses. So what do you think makes Pickerington and really this Columbus region overall a great place to do business?
You know what? I have a very immediate answer for that, because this is something that has come from really a discovery for me, because I've always been living in the northern corridor of the city, so Westerville and Worthington. And I'll be honest, I was rarely down here unless it involved a sporting event for one of my kids. So this was the only area available for me in central Ohio. So I jumped in with 2 feet, and I actually was looking in Reynoldsburg and Pickerington. And I tell you, after talking with people and looking around at things like traffic and newness, vibrancy of the business community and the people as well, I just really felt comfortable in Pickerington. And I think it's because, number one, there are so many good people here. Those good people make for good business people as well. So there's a nice, there's a sense of spirit and togetherness in the business community that I have seen. And I'll be honest with you again, it's just downright nice people. And Pickerington is still in that growth phase as well. So there's still a lot of newness and discovery to be had. And there's still a lot of energy going on because everyone still wants to grow and open up new stores. And, things are going up left and right. So all that vibrancy, I just find very attractive.
Absolutely. And honestly, we get a lot, when we ask our members this question, we get a lot of the people factor, but I love how you talked about just the growth and the opportunity here. And I love the word vibrancy. That's awesome, because that does really highlight our community and really shows that we are a vibrant and growing community, and people constantly want to come here and be here. And then when they get here, they realize that we do have such a great community, and everybody's friendly and welcoming. And I love that. So thank you for sharing, because we appreciate that. And it's exciting to be able to, share that with others and really promote Pickerington as a great place to be.
Yeah, exactly.
So that concludes our questions for our Member of the Week interview. We try to keep these short and sweet because we want to promote our members, but we also want to make sure that we get people to stay and watch. So we're going to say one more time, thank you to Rob with FASTSIGNS, who is located here in Pickerington on Clinton Drive. So for all of your business signage needs, he is the place to go locally. Great opportunity, great business owner, great background in graphic design. So I'm sure he can help, with some of that as well, if needed, and just a great thing. So we want to thank you again. We celebrate you as our member of the week for September 7th. Thank you to our sponsors, MMA Insurance and Siebert and Reynolds CPAs. And we wish everyone a fabulous Labor Day holiday and the week ahead. And I'm sure that we will hopefully someday see you again soon in real life person.
Same here. Thank you very much, Teresa. I'm really glad to be a part of Pickerington and the Pickerington Chamber. I appreciate you having me on today.
Thank you. We really appreciate you and all that you do for the community. We'll stay tuned for even more.
All right, great.